Hi, I'm Sarah Hart, Director of Drive Hart, and today I'm talking to Julie Clayton, who's the other Director of Drive Hart. Hi, Julie.
Hi.
So what we're discussing today is the type of issues that parents have when they're out with their son or daughter, taking them out for driving practice. And one of the main things that we get told all the time is that it's so stressful, it's a big worry, and a lot of anxiety around the practice. Is that what you've heard as well, Julie?
Yeah, I think mostly parents are saying it's really stressful taking the daughter or son out. And I think a lot of the stress comes from other issues. It's not so much the fact of being in the car and not having dual controls. I think it's about not actually planning what private practice is and managing expectations about what the learner can do.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think one of the main things is that the parent needs to find the correct location to practice what it is they're actually aiming to achieve. So very often they'll be heading into the wrong locations and things will start to unravel very quickly. So it's a really good idea, if you can, to liaise with your instructor to actually discuss with them what does the young person need to practice, where's a good place to practice it, and get some tips on how to practice it. So sort of planning ahead, really.
Yeah, I think the other thing I found is that sitting in the back observing some parents supervising driving practice is that they simply don't manage the speed on approach to junctions or the speed on approach to roundabouts. It all seems to be very fast and last minute.
You're absolutely right, and that is because very often the parents will expect their son or daughter to be able to take a junction at the sort of speed that they would, but the parents have been driving for years, they've got lots of experience of handling the car. So one of the main things you need to do as a parent is to get that instruction out really early. Don't leave it to the last minute to say that you're going to take the next road on the left. Tell your son or daughter really, really far in advance. Give them time to slow down and expect them to slow down a lot more and a lot earlier than you as a parent would. So it's all about early instruction, get the speed down.
Yeah, and in practice I think I found that giving them a sort of a target, so if you're expecting a young learner to approach, say, a junction or a roundabout, and you're expecting them to do their mirror and signal procedure 8 to 10 car lengths before, your instruction needs to be about 20 car lengths back to give them time to listen to what you're saying and asking them to do, respond, and then sort of move into the mirror signal position, speed and looking process.
Yeah.
So it really is about stepping it back, that 20 car lengths. You're the supervisor. Think about a very clear instruction. At the roundabout ahead, I want you to take the first exit left.
Yeah, exactly that. And also remember that when you give an instruction to a learner driver, as Julie's just said, you give the instruction and then there's a bit of time lag while they absorb the instruction, and then another time lag while they think about how to carry out what they need to do. So all in all, there can be quite a lot of seconds where there's no activity from them. So, we need to get the parents thinking much, much further ahead. And that will undoubtedly reduce and remove a lot of the stress and anxiety that goes with private practice.
Yeah, I think planning it is a good thing. Reducing the speed and expectations is the other point we've been talking about. But I think there is fundamentally also is about, and it's something to do with the parent's mindset, because it is quite difficult not having dual controls, for example. So how do you think they should approach that?
Well, I suppose, the thing is the parents aren't used to having dual controls. So they've got to get the best out of it, they need to be practicing what they're guided by the instructor. Just charging off, doing what the parent thinks is what the child needs or that the young person needs is not necessarily going to be the best thing. So in order to get the best use from your private practice, link up with your instructor, both of you working together to help that man or woman progress with their driving, is going to definitely get the best outcome.
Yeah, so basically is work in partnership, a shared responsibility between a parent who's supervising a learner and an instructor who should be working with their parents. So that's our last piece of advice, I think.
Yeah, that's it. So to wrap it up then, talk to your instructor, get your words out nice and early, get the speed right down, and you should have much more success.
Yeah, and finally, manage the expectations.
Yeah.
Don't expect a youngster who's learning to drive to approach things at the same speed you do. Slow it down.
Yeah, exactly that.